At some point in life, housing stops being about comfort and starts being about control. Control over your expenses, control over your space, control over whether you'll still be okay 5 or 10 years from now. If you're in your 60s or 70s, you're not dreaming about mansions. You're wondering whether the next rent increase will quietly undo your retirement plan. That's why today we're not chasing headlines. We're asking the only question that matters. If a $5,983 tiny house were real, what would it actually cost to live in it safely for 10 years? Not emotionally, not theoretically, but financially, with numbers that don't surprise you later. Welcome to InfoByte Network. Important reality check. Before we go any further, this must be said clearly. There is no confirmed Tesla tiny house listing, no official purchase page, no verified launch date. So this video is not about buying anything today. This is about preparing yourself to evaluate any tiny home offer intelligently from Tesla or anyone else without risking your savings. Why the $5,983 price misleads people. If that $5,983 number is ever real, it almost certainly refers to only one of 3 levels. Level 1, the shell. Just walls, roof, and frame. No finished wiring, no functional plumbing. Weather protection, not a home. Level 2, livable housing. Electrical wiring, water supply, drainage, insulation, heating, and cooling. This is where retirees actually live. Level 3, independent living. Solar power, battery backup, climate stability, water systems, everything needed to protect you from rising utility costs and outages. Most viral videos only show level 1. Retirement requires level 2 or level 3. That difference determines whether a home feels safe or stressful. What livable costs in real money? Here's what it typically costs to make a tiny home genuinely livable in today's market. Electrical installation, $3,000 to $5,000. Plumbing and drainage, $2,500 to $4,500. Climate grade insulation, $2,000 to $3,500. Heating and cooling system, $1,800 to $3,200. That's $9,300 to $16,200 on top of the base structure. For someone on Social Security, that isn't a small upgrade, that's months of income. This is why retirees don't need the lowest sticker price. They need predictable total cost. Off-grid does not mean cost-free. Let's talk honestly about off-grid living. Solar panels work, battery systems work, but nothing works forever without maintenance. Here's what people forget to budget for. Panel cleaning and replacement, inverter failures, battery degradation. Most home battery systems need replacement around year 10. Current cost about $11,500. If you don't plan for that, independence disappears overnight. When you average maintenance, insurance, and replacements over 10 years, realistic housing cost often lands around $650 to $900 per month. Still cheaper than assisted living, but very different from almost free. Where you put the house matters more than the house. This is where many retirees run into serious trouble. You have 3 realistic placement options, each with long-term costs. Option 1, own land. Most secure, but land costs money and usually comes with property tax. Option 2, backyard placement, ADU. Often requires permits, inspections, hookups, and can raise property taxes. Some retirees spend tens of thousands, then receive zoning violations. Option 3, tiny home communities. Easy up front, expensive long-term. Monthly site fees of $400 to $800, rising every year. Over 10 years, site fees alone can exceed $70,000. The house might be cheap, the location often isn't. Taxes, permits, and why surprises are dangerous. Small homes are not invisible to governments. Depending on classification, you may owe property taxes, registration fees, utility hookup charges. Permits commonly cost $1,500 to $5,000. Ignoring permits can lead to fines of $250 per day. For retirees on fixed income, a $5,000 surprise isn't inconvenient, it's destabilizing. Budgeting for compliance is not wasteful, it's protection. Ownership versus control. Ownership matters, but only if it's real. Own the house and the land, secure. Own the house but lease the land, vulnerable. Financing with repossession clauses, risky. If solar panels or batteries are leased instead of owned, resale becomes harder. True independence isn't about technology, it's about control. Smart technology, benefit or burden. Smart homes can help, emergency alerts, energy monitoring, safety systems, but they also collect data. Ask before committing. Can systems work offline? Are there manual controls? What happens if software support ends? A phone can be replaced, a house cannot. Who this works for and who should walk away. This can make sense if you're comfortable in a small space, you've secured legal placement, you have $5,000 to $10,000 in emergency savings, you value stability over square footage. It's a bad idea if you require full privacy, technology frustrates you, you need wheelchair accessibility, you expect real estate appreciation. Ask yourself honestly, will this still work for me at 75, at 85? A $5,983 headline creates excitement. A safe retirement plan is built on boring math. Today, you learned what the price really includes, where the real costs hide, which questions protect your future. If Tesla or anyone else announces something official, we'll analyze it line by line. Until then, clarity is your best defense. Comment 2 things below: your state and your biggest concern. Type price or control. That decides the next video. If you value honest analysis over hype, subscribe to InfoByte Network. We explain things before they become expensive mistakes. Thanks for watching.